Box came in a neatly wrapped box with a ribbon on top that you need to open up. Is 998 rupees for a 50 milliliter over here justified? Hey guys, welcome to another video of Scent Saga. This is Deep, and in this video we are talking about 24th Eve from the house of Ababel. I know I'm kind of late to join the party. Like before this video that I'm doing, you have already seen a couple of videos about this perfume already. But I will try and make sure that I add value to this video so that you can have better insights about the perfume. Because I'm not only going to talk about this perfume as a standalone, but I will also compare it with my reigning, defending champion of the Azzaro Most Wanted DNA, which is Intense Wayfarer. And how does Ababel's 24th Eve stack up when I compare it with this one? Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the video by talking about or highlighting the packaging first. Okay, the box looked like this. This is a very big box for just that one small perfume bottle. The perfume was sitting right next, like neatly over here, and I had no complaints with the unboxing. By the way, the unboxing was really good. Okay, the box came in a neatly wrapped box with a ribbon on top that you need to open up, and once you get inside you will be greeted with the perfume as well as some cards that they had, which had some, I won't say personalized message, but a message which was basically dedicated to anybody buying the perfume, saying a thank you note and everything, which I found to be really good because I have purchased a lot of perfume from a lot of brands. Very few Indian companies are actually focusing on the packaging part. They did. So if you're gifting it to somebody, this adds more value, and that is the reason I'm highlighting it. Okay. Now coming to the bottle. The reason I'm highlighting this is because I already saw a review where the reviewer was kind of bashing how the bottle looks, stating that this is a bottle that I have seen with other perfumes as well, so on and so forth. For me, I'm not that judgmental when it comes to the bottle. This is a really good bottle. Looks nice, heavy, decent looking. It was also said that the cap looks flimsy or cheap. To me, it doesn't really matter much. Also for me, the bottle needs to be functional, needs to hold the juice properly, should have a decent feel when I hold it in my hand. It does all of that. It checks all those boxes, so I'm good to go. Anyway, I'm not putting the bottles on my showcase to show everybody who comes in my house. Mostly my perfumes are in my cupboard in my bedroom, so no problems over there. Also, it was said that when you apply perfume on this area of the cap, the paint kind of comes off. I did try that. It didn't come off for me. So I don't know, like mine maybe have reinforced paint in it. Okay, I'm just kidding. Now, the best part about the bottle is the atomizer. This is controlled, pressurized, throws really good mist, does the job decently, and I am pleasantly happy by the perfume. Pricing wise, this sells for 998 rupees or 1000 rupees, you could say, for 50 ml. Top notch, I would say. Regarding the presentation, bottling and everything so far, the pricing that they have charged, I'm okay with it. Also, the blend is really, really good. Okay, it feels premium, it's dense, it's heavy, it doesn't feel cheap at all. And also, this is a spicy, woody, vanillic perfume. I already know that you have seen a lot of videos. In case you haven't, this perfume smells like Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum. Okay, not that the company has mentioned this to be a clone of Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum, but it somehow smells very identical to that perfume. In case you are not a perfume enthusiast and you're a layman, let me explain the notes to you, like how this perfume will smell. Basically, it has got the top notes of ginger, dry ginger, adding a bit of spiciness to the opening, making it a bit more fresher. It has got vanillic sweetness to it and some boozy notes of bourbon mixed with some woody notes. All in all, to somebody who's more not into perfumes, this will smell like a ginger candy dipped in bourbon and then dipped in a vanilla ice cream. The smell that you can imagine coming out of that entire combination, this is how it feels. Like, I'm not doing justice by explaining this in a weird way, but that is how it would smell. To the perfume enthusiast, this is around 90% close to the Most Wanted Parfum DNA. If you're applying it and you're moving around, it's very hard to recognize whether you're applying the OG Most Wanted Parfum or 24th Eve just by getting the smell from air. If you're somebody whose nose is very trained and you're having this strip side by side, the OG in one hand and 24th Eve on the other, then and only then you will be able to distinguish between the nuanced floral notes that the OG Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum has, while this does not. So that's all that has to do with the smell. Again, is 998 rupees for a 50 milliliter over here justified by how it smells? Absolutely yes. It doesn't smell cheap, and since the perfume in itself smells like a very expensive perfume, I have no problems paying that amount. Okay. Now when it comes to the longevity, this perfume is extra de parfum concentration, which basically means that this is loaded with a lot of perfume oil or juice, and it's highly concentrated, and that reflects when you apply it, because this will feel heavy. This will feel heavy in the sense like you will feel that it has got good amount of perfume oil, and thus the projection and longevity is also very good coming from this. This is not a beast mode projecting perfume, I think, which was done deliberately. The perfume projects moderate to good, I would say, creating a very good scent bubble around you. Anybody coming in like 1 to 1.5 feet distance close to you will be able to get whiffs of this perfume, and it projects decently for the first 1 to 1.5 hours. After that, for another 30 minutes, it does project, but in a very soft way. Longevity wise, I applied on my clothes and I got around 10 to 11 hours of good longevity from the perfume. And on the next day from the clothes, I was getting whiff of this perfume. So the juice is really potent and the longevity is also very, very good. And again, is 998 rupees for 50 ml good? I would say again, yes. Pricing wise, it's right there where it needs to be, justified. A few more things about the company I will quickly go through. When I was getting this perfume, my first question was, what is the meaning of Ababel? I searched internet, I was not able to get anything. So I reached out to them via Instagram stating that, hey, I got your perfume. But what does Ababel mean? And why 24th Eve? Basically, this is the answer that I got. Ababel is inspired from an Arabic word, which is Ababil, which is a bird. In English, we call it swallows. So they got inspiration from that name, made it a bit more cooler, named it Ababel. Now, why 24th Eve? Basically, they tried to launch it before Christmas. They wanted something special for Christmas, so they named it 24th Eve. Unfortunately, due to some reason, it got delayed and it got launched later. So maybe in the next 2025 Christmas, at that point in time, they can say it like aptly, 24th Eve. Jokes apart, that was the nomenclature, but I'm happy that they went through with the perfume, okay? But there was some injustice done to the perfume by a review where this perfume was compared with Most Wanted EDP Intense by a reviewer, and then somehow this was bashed. Like, this doesn't have that toffee-like or bubblegum-like sweetness. This is completely off. Like, don't expect this to have that same. Like, why are you even comparing the EDP Intense DNA with something which smells like parfum? I already had this with me. I already have the OG with me. So here is my take on how this stacks up against Intense Wayfarer, because I already got a lot of comments in my previous videos. Like, should I get the 24th Eve? Should I get the Intense Wayfarer? What is your opinion on this? Look, Intense Wayfarer is a clone or inspired version of EDP Intense, while 24th Eve is inspired by Most Wanted Parfum. A bit difference when it comes to the smell structure. This will have that toffee-like, bubblegummy-like sweetness, a bit more playful, youthful, I would say. But this, on the other hand, is a bit more spicy, woody, has got sweetness of vanilla instead of that toffee. And this might be for somebody who is into sweet perfumes but don't like that bubblegummy sweetness or toffee-like sweetness DNA. Like, choosing between the two is like choosing between biryani and pulao. If you like biryani, you will lean more towards biryani. If you like pulao, you will lean more towards pulao. There is no wrong or right in this one. If you like the EDP Intense, then you can go for Intense Wayfarer. If you like the Most Wanted Parfum DNA, you can go for 24th Eve. But all in all, both of these two perfumes will make the OG redundant, because after you buy these two, you will not need the OG Azzaro Most Wanted, because these two together solves the purpose. If I just have to compare between the performance between these two as well as the pricing, this is available for around 1500 rupees for 100 ml. If I convert the pricing of this one into 100 ml, this will be around 2000 rupees. In terms of the projection, Intense Wayfarer projects a bit more than 24th Eve, and the longevity is quite similar across the two. This also lasts around 10 to 11 hours when applied on the clothes. This also lasts 10 to 11 hours when applied on the clothes. Next day, I'm getting away from this one. Next day, I'm getting away from this one. Longevity wise, there is no complaint. Pricing wise, Parfum sells a bit more expensive than the EDP Intense. Similarly over here, this is like 1500, this is like 2000. So there is a small price difference between the two. So all in all, these are really good perfumes that you can go for if you want that Most Wanted DNA, and there is nothing wrong with this, okay? Just remember to get the one that is more closer to you and don't buy the other one and say that like it was bad. So I hope I was able to clear the confusion between the two. If in case you have purchased Intense Wayfarer or if you have purchased 24th Eve, any one of them, let me know in the comment section what has been your experience so far with the perfumes. And in case you want me to review some other perfumes also, do let me know. I will try and get that as soon as possible. I have an Instagram channel which is named Sense Saga Online. If at all possible, do follow that. And in case you have any queries, you can DM me over there and I will try my best to answer them as quickly as possible as well. So this is Deep signing off. I'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye-bye.